So Christopher, can you think of any other common mistakes that people make when writing copy?
So yeah, a really, really simple one. And you don't have to do this all of the time, but it will help you get people to take action, and it will help people subscribe to what you're doing, and it will help you measure the success of what you're doing, is to include a call to action, right? So the call to action doesn't always have to be to sell something. It could be, if you're on Instagram, for example, or a social media platform, the call to action could be like, it could be derived from the content itself. So if you're in the content, if you're talking about an anecdote, right? If it's a small part of your story, something that happened today, you're at the studio today collaborating with XYZ, and you're talking about the process, you tell that story, you push that content out, but you also end it with a call to action. It's like, what's your favorite way to do this? Or like, who do you want to collaborate with, or whatever, and you invite that engagement. And because in marketing, if you don't tell people to do something, they won't do it. But the second you do tell them to do something, or you invite them to do something, you dramatically increase the chances of them doing that. Again, a call to action could just be like, drop your favorite thing in the comments, or tell me a time when you've had a similar story or something like that, and you've worked with someone and it's been great. But it could be something more marketing and salesy, like, don't miss a beat, subscribe to my email list so you don't miss the album drop, or the, release of this product, or whatever it is. Or it could just be like, follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with the memes that I'm dropping, or whatever it is that you do. It's a very simple thing. If you don't do it, no one will do it. If you do it, some people will do it, and that's infinitely better than the former. You don't have to do it with everything. I think sometimes if it's like every post, it's inviting engagement, I think that can kind of come across as a bit inauthentic sometimes. But you do you got to do it the way that is authentic to you. It might be authentic to you to do it 1 in 10 posts. It might be authentic to you to do it in 10 out of 10. But you got to do it at some point, right?
Yeah, like Gary Vaynerchuk's got a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, which is essentially don't promote all the time, give stuff out for free, give value, and then every now and again, you go for the knockout punch, you ask for the sale. But I think soft selling is important. So you're not always asking people to download your music or to buy your product. It could just be, comment on this video, what you think is something that relates to you, or like this video, or subscribe. So I think little soft sells are good. And also when people are more likely to like or comment or subscribe, then they may be more likely to buy, rather than just going for the straight sale straight away.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also an opportunity for you to directly engage with your audience. Like, let's say you put out a music video and it's like, oh, this is about heartbreak. This is about a time when I went through heartbreak. Leave in the comments a time that you went through heartbreak and how you dealt with it, right? And then they drop that, and then you engage with that, right? That is really deepening the connection. And the more you do that, the closer you are to finding the 50, 100, 200 people who are going to buy everything that you do and probably pay all of your bills, right? By doing that. And that's just relationship, isn't it?
Just think, if your favorite artist was responding to your comments and talking to you online, it'd be a great feeling. And you're probably more likely to listen to their music again. So let's say, I don't know, Tom York was commenting on your post. You'd be like, oh, that's awesome. And you're probably more likely to go and listen to Radiohead or go listen to Tom York from that.
Yeah. Depth matters, like the relationship matters. It's not just about how many followers you have, because that can mean nothing, really. Really, that can mean nothing. You can have hundreds of thousands of followers, but it's actually quite a common thing, and I've heard it quite a few times in different ways, especially in music, especially in like Spotify. It's like, oh yeah, cool, you got 100,000 monthly listeners, but you can't sell a ticket to save your life because you don't have a direct relationship with your audience, right? Or something else that someone said, they're like, critical acclaim doesn't pay the bills, or like, and it's all proof that, like, these examples talk about making money, but like the money that is derived from the depth of relationship that you have with your audience at the end of the day, because the deeper you are with the audience, the closer you are to a Patreon subscriber or a pre-order of your album on Bandcamp, as opposed to penny fractions on 1,000 streams.
Yeah, you don't want 1,000 likes on social media. You want 100 people turning up to your gig wearing your t-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather like 5 new email subscribers than 1,000 likes.
Well, we live in a day and age where it's basically a popularity contest online, which is, in my opinion, is kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of what it is. But likes don't really matter. It's deep connections with fans, as you were saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that note, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, this video was taken from our copywriting course. If you'd like to check out our copywriting course, I've put the link below in the description where you can view this course. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.